Hello. Happy Monday. I'm recording this on a Monday, and here's wishing you an amazing week. And it's Stephanie here from Rent to Rent Success, back with Rent to Rent. Short and sweet, lots of info, little time. Let me dive straight into it. We've had a great question here from Munya, and Munya has asked, I have typed it in the description, so she says, I hope I find you well. I am going to ask a question, and I don't mean to offend you by any chance. I've looked at various property mentors, and they charge ridiculous amounts of money, like £12,000, and I bet that doesn't necessarily mean that each and every one of their mentees will succeed. So I just wondered why your prices are lower, because as humans, we sometimes think that the quality comes from paying more, which sometimes ain't true. We all know that's true. I'm struggling to decide what step to take next, as I plan to get into property, but I guess your answer here will help me find a way forward. I've watched a few of your YouTube videos and those of other property investors. Thank you for your time, and I will wait to hear from you when you get a moment. Well, I thought that was a great question, because Munya is saying, why is it so cheap? What's wrong with it, basically? And so I thought this is a good question. Other people might think the same thing. I thought I would jump on and do a video about it. So first of all, let's talk about what's the difference between our course and one of the types of courses that you're talking about, which is £12,000. Typically, what will happen in the type of course that you're talking about is you will go to a physical place one day a month, and people will teach you different strategies. Sometimes usually it's not rent to rent exclusively. It'll be lease options and all sorts of other things as well. So that's what basically happens. So you've got the cost of the course, £12,000, plus you've got all the travel costs of going there. And also what you find typically is that usually these companies will be quite big companies, and they will have a front person who's doing all the free courses and who's going around the country, who's very visible online. But that person, quite a few people from one of these courses are on our course. And they've told me that beforehand, obviously the front person's there leading the way and inviting them to join the course. But afterwards, one person didn't see the head person for that company for the whole year that he was on the mentorship. And another person said they saw him, 2-3 times. So I think that's expected, really, isn't it? When you buy the course, I don't think, I'm not sure that you expect that person to be there all the time, the person who's leading a big company like that. So what you find is, or what has happened for these people, is that it very much depends on who is leading the course. Now, usually, sometimes it'll be a person who's quite new. Now, what I've been told as well is that sometimes it's mentees from the course who haven't actually been doing rent to rent. They've been doing other strategies. So they don't actually know how to do rent to rent. So they're not able to answer detailed questions, or even basic questions like, can you show me your letters? So the teaching on the courses is not always what you need. If you need rent to rent, sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. It'll depend on the person, and you don't know when you sign up for the course who the person is going to be. So that's the first thing. They're not necessarily specialists in rent to rent. If you want to know rent to rent, they're not necessarily specialists in rent to rent. The second thing is you don't get all the step-by-step information, because what you get is usually an overview. Usually it's very motivating and inspiring, but in terms of the practical step-by-step, this is the website you need to go to, this is the resource you need to use, this is what we do, here's the template, here's the copy and paste. You don't get all that. So with our course, we've split it down. We've given you the step-by-step. We've told you, like, for example, setting up your business, how to split it into phases, what each phase would cost, what to buy in each stage, when to buy things. And actually, I've got another video. I'm just going to read it off. I don't think I'll be able to read it. It's too long, is the list. about what's included, setting up your business from scratch, the step-by-step, no confusion setup for success, the checklist with everything on it that you need, what planning, licensing, and Article 4 means, the secret scripts so that you can get HMO lists from the councils, whether to start a limited company or a sole trader, which insurances you need and which you don't. We've got all the magnetic marketing for getting your first deal. That is what we're really known for. Those magnetic marketing letters. We've got the 5P formula of how to write your letters, the scripts for agents, how to handle objections. Then we've got doing the deal, and we've got fuel for the future, and we've got everything within tenant onboarding. So this is an area where people just do not know what to do. We've got the checklist, we've got all the legal things that you need to do, we've got all the things that we do that you don't have to do that you can choose to do. We've got a cleaner checklist, check-in checklist, check-out checklist. Honestly, the list is long. I'm going to put a link. There's another video where underneath that video is everything that's in the course. Well, it's not even everything that's in the course. A lot of things that are in the course. There's more than even what's on this list. So in our course, what I'm saying is we go step by step and we go down into the details, into the weeds with you. So that's the second difference between these sort of year-long mentorships where you're seeing people usually in really large groups, and our course. Also, our groups are small. So we meet you every single week online on a Zoom call. You can see us, we can see you, and we can talk to each other. You can talk as well. It's not like a Facebook Live where I can talk and then you can only type. We can both talk to each other and see each other. So we're seeing you weekly. And in those calls, it's a smaller group, so you do get a chance to ask your questions. We want to get you through any roadblocks you have, and we want to hear your experiences, success stories. And basically, those are really inspiring, but also really practical. So we've got weekly catch-ups. We've got daily support within our Facebook group, and that's Monday to Friday. We'll be in the Facebook group ourselves, because some other groups have Facebook groups, but the main people are not really in the Facebook groups, is what I've been told. So our course is for 3 months. So you get that dedicated support that I've mentioned, the daily and also the weekly live calls for 3 months. And you can continue on after that if you want to, but there's no obligation to. It's entirely up to you. So you've got a small group, dedicated help. It's personal, and we're doing it successfully right now in detail, so we can give you everything that you need to succeed. And we think our course is well priced. It's amazing value for money. What we always want to do is massively over deliver. So everything we do for you, we want to massively over deliver. In our free content, we want to massively over deliver. For people who want to work for us in our paid programs, we want to massively over deliver. That is our aim every time. So I hope that has explained it for you. We like to think of the course as exceptional value rather than being cheap. We don't charge £12,000, but having said that, our course isn't a year. Our course is 3 months, but it's 3 months intensive. We find that people, by putting in that focused effort in, a quarter of the year, will really pay dividends for you and get you great results. Everything that we do is aligned to helping you get those amazing results in a small group. So, and we've also got our fantastic private Facebook group, and we also do in-person events through the year, so that you can attend and get to really dive in with us. So I hope that helps you. I think it really is about who do you resonate with, who do you think you would get on with and get the best value from and get the most actionable steps from. And it really is personal. So some people will prefer to go pay £12,000, and some people will prefer our course at the moment is £997. So it's entirely up to you which one you think is going to suit you best. If you are thinking that Kickstarter might be the one for you, you can book a call for me. yeah, a call with me. If you want to know more, then dive into our free training. We've got free online training. The link is underneath this video. When you go through the training, you'll see, do you like the way we teach? Do you like our style? And also at the end of that training video, which is really good, lots of great info. But at the end of that training video, you'll find out all about the course, what's included, and you get the chance to buy it then, or you can book a call with me if you want, if you've still got questions. So I hope that helps, and I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all again. Remember to subscribe for 7 years of good luck. Subscribe to this channel, like this video. Okay, bye for now, guys. Bye bye.